This is William with another video for Play-agricola.com's YouTube channel and twitch.tv/play_agricola. I'm playing another game with the Oslo crew, so this time we're playing with Megashark, Scholar, and Heidimikkelsen, and joining me on the line is Donba. So we've played a bunch of games. This is going to be our last of the preliminary rounds, you were saying?
Yeah, and I believe we are in top three in the tournament. This is basically the next last game, but the last game is an ongoing game.
Nice. Well,
Yeah, go ahead.
though, please tell us about the game before I start talking about the draft.
But yeah, and in that game, we're basically we are top two in the tournament, and the other guy that is basically I think he's top one technically, and we are doing better than him. So I could definitely beat him. So that's good for us in the tournament.
Nice. So, are you able to see the pics? Do you have the stream fired up?
Yeah, I believe so. Yeah, one of my favorite cards of other decks are here. That's Forest Farmer.
Yeah, I think that's the standout card to me as well. Peace Worker is sort of a build around, there are a lot of cards that Peace Worker works with really nicely.
Could take Peace Worker. If I could pick two cards here and I couldn't pick Forest Farmer, I would have picked Peace Worker Hertzman because Hertzman could just feed the Peace Worker.
Hmm.
But I think in isolation, Forest Farmer should pull out of combo.
Yeah. Interesting. I would have said Peace Worker, Childcare Worker, because then I would have used the Peace Worker to feed the Childcare Worker to feed the Peace Worker. Yeah.
Yeah, without taking action. That's a very sound
Hmm.
argument.
But the pick is Forest Farmer. I am on board with that.
To get early plowing or mid-game plowing with with benefit is always good, and especially if you can save one of the jumps for so action.
Yep. Yep. Okay. Hmm. Next up. Yeah. Hmm.
I think Guildmaster or Livestock Keeper is the two best farms here in like isolation.
Right.
When it comes to our first pick, great support is always nice, but we don't have the tasty, so we get great support. There's a lot of stuff great support.
Yep. Yeah, I also like Master Stableman. I agree that Guildmaster, Master Stableman, Livestock Keeper, those are kind of the best cards here. Um, I'm not as high on Livestock Keeper as some people are. I think because the payoff comes kind of late in the game a lot of the time. Whereas I guess I highly value cards that help my early, like try to highly value cards that give me a nice early impact. Master Stableman is one of the best of those because you can get a breeding pair of animals really early. I do like Guildmaster. Um,
Yeah, I think we should pick one of the three cards in the middle, basically Guildmaster to Livestock Keeper or Master Stableman, and I'm fine with any one of them. Um, when it comes to Forest Farmer, jumping to from plow to two animals and two stables makes sense. Of jumping to a minor major.
yep. Um,
Maybe
I'm.
see our first.
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering. Like, if we get Childcare Worker back, Childcare Worker and Guildmaster don't really work together, but Childcare Worker is a pretty narrow card. There was also, oh, what else? I'm trying to think of the other notable cards that we were likely to get back. Yeah, I'm not sure. I think I like the idea of taking Guildmaster here. I think Guild.
I like Guildmaster's Livestock Keeper much better than Master Stableman, so I would definitely pick Master before Master Stableman.
The only issue with Guildmaster is if we do get a grain card, then the Guildmaster using the stone fights with our
Yeah.
making of ovens. But oh wow, okay, I feel bad now. We got Dove Hunter. And Dove Hunter with Master Stableman is an excellent combo. Yeah. Two cards that just feed you so much.
We didn't really get. If I could play Net Fisherman in round zero, like start the game with Net Fisherman, that would be a great combo card for the game master.
Mm-hmm.
But Cattle Breeder here is like and Contractor on the rebound.
Yeah.
Stay away from early stuff now because we will limit the good master stuff
Yeah.
in the game. Cattle Breeder can be there.
I agree with Cattle Breeder here. I like Dove Hunter quite a bit, but I think the Guildmaster is strong enough that we don't take and Cattle Breeder is strong enough that we can keep taking Cattle Breeders. So.
And if by a miracle Donba comes back, then we could actually take Donba as a big game.
Mm-hmm.
Could we do a Master Cook game here?
So Master Cook, you can always dump your, like if you don't have something to do, you can always dump your action into Forest Farmer. So that's an option. The problem with Master Cook is that we're basically never getting Reedstone food.
Yeah, there is but what about play? No, we can't get this pile. We're gonna play Fire.
Yeah, we're only getting one card, exactly, yeah.
So basically, Master Cook, Meister, or because the Stone Carver's out of the question.
Yes, agreed, yeah. So for me, I would go Miser. I do like Master Cook. If we could know that we were going to get a card like Grotto, sure, Master Cook's great because we can still buy some stone. But if we take Master Cook here, we're giving up on we're basically giving up on ever getting stone, at least in stage 1.
Yeah.
So I think I would take Miser here.
Yeah, my Meister says us greedy if we want to go Master. So.
Mm-hmm. Hmm. We could take Fencer here. We could take Herdsman. I think either of them would be fine.
Yeah, a Fencer is good because it's a late game card, most likely, and it's going to give us probably 6 food for rejoin. And that's why I like that. Herdsman, it's okay actually. If we don't have anything to jump from plow, we can jump to like the animal, but I think it's a little bit slow.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah, I was sort of thinking about Dove Hunter, but there's no way that's coming back. So, yeah, Fetzer looks good here.
Yeah, because we can play that. We could play that technically in round 10 and get 6 food.
Mm-hmm.
All those mediums. That's basically 6 food.
Yep. 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 Getting wood in round 14 is relevant, assuming we build the joinery, which with Guildmaster we usually will want to. So, what would we like to see? Minor like 5 rings would be quite good. If we could read Stone Food and then start player 5 rings, come out of stage 1, with a stone ready to build, that would be quite nice.
So now we're looking at the livestock keeper, stage star, seed seller, and tile maker pile.
Mm-hmm.
So probably, I would guess we have to choose between stage star and tile maker.
Well, Tile Maker is there, and Tile Maker does help us build the pottery, but I don't think there's any way we can pass on Master Stableman.
Yeah, I agree. This, if we could get all our occupations out somehow, we would have a very good all-round game.
Yep. Yep.
We should, I'm kind of hoping for Patreon.
I had a game. Was it yesterday? Was it 2 days ago? I got patron set 4th pick.
Point pick, yeah, I watched that game.
Yeah.
I actually wanted to go back and see what got happened. But I don't. Did you go back? Like,
I think I talked about it at the end of the game. Yeah, I think so.
because I think I turned off in round 14 and I saw it was 14 minutes left in the video. So
Well, sometimes when I have bad games like that, it's like, I don't know. I need to
Yeah, that was the
figure out what's going on. Need to understand.
yeah. I watched you had a bad game that game, and I watched Lumen earlier today in a game last couple of days, and he had a bad game. Then I thought, okay, so you guys also have it.
It does happen.
But Lumen is I feel is way above my skill level, and it's nice to see that so true.
Hmm.
Uh, Playmaster and Miser don't right?
They do.
They do.
Yep.
So we would have Clay Rose and one Clay
Yep.
that's the thing. And if we get a card like House Goat, then Net Fisherman could be a thing. You play Net Fisherman House Goat, and then you do like Whistle Good, and that's going to be a match. But you have to have a superb round one minor to do that.
Hmm.
But it's definitely risky.
Hmm.
We could pair like two, three times, which would be great. But I don't see right now. We don't need rain in our game.
No, we're gonna be happy with one grain in round 12 or whatever. Yeah, Net Fisherman's okay. I think it makes your stage one kind of hard.
Yeah, and scripted.
It's scripted. That's a very good way to put it. Yeah, I think I like the upside of Clay Plaster a bit better. I do like the idea of two clay, one read rooms.
Yeah, let's just say we most likely. If I knew now that we had house codes in our first pile, I would take that fisherman. If you know what I mean, and the like starting player,
Right.
that fisherman house codes. But the chance that we play any of these three cards is very very
Hmm.
it's really high.
Okay, so we pulled out a couple good cards for us. I think Chocolate is quite good for us, but Reed Pond is just amazing.
Yeah, I think chocolate is are a fantastic card on the rebound, and I even like if somebody plays play deposit, it's going to be good. But then we both mentioned pond, definitely read pond.
Yeah. Actually, with Reed Pond, I actually like the idea. The thing is, with Clay Plaster, renovating is a little more worthwhile because it gives us a major improvement action for our Guildmaster. Hey, Midi Lol. Yeah, I like Reed Pond here.
Okay, Midilol. Where are you from, by the way, Midilol? I never. Are you from the States as well? Or maybe actually, yeah, I never know how to pronounce Midilol Usai's name when I make some a few videos on YouTube,
Hmm.
and I always call it Midi.
It seems like a good hyphenation. Whoa. Oh, man.
Okay, okay. So we're gonna get two good cards from this deck.
Yep.
That's a good thing.
Yeah.
Do we want to go for? I mean, if we take Sleeping Corner, I'm not saying that's the best pick here. Axe is looking very good as well, but if we take Sleeping Corner, then we can most likely get because we're gonna build a lot with Meister, then we can have easy captain growth. But I don't see us getting to do grand builds without great support.
Yeah, so the granary is a little slow. Like if we take Sleeping Corner, hope that granary comes back. Granary's kind of slow. You don't get the second grain till round 10.
Of course, it's going to be tough.
Yeah, I do like Sleeping Corner. I mean, Axe is good.
I think and Axe and Meister actually combos, but they actually don't do us. We build one room with Axe, they combo, but we basically want to build more rooms.
Usually, yeah. Um,
And if we take Axe, what's going to come back? A good card. It's going to be Granary or Doko, worst case. Almshouse, even more good. So
yeah.
Diary is good because it's really good.
Yeah, Diary, I actually would like Diary quite a bit. Hmm. Yeah, I think X is probably the pick. The stone makes our guildmaster a little sad. And the fact that we have to continuously go back to the one room space is kind of sad, but that was always going to be the case with Miser, so. Take X and be happy. Yay. I like Drained Pond here. Sometimes with Reed Pond you have a hard time using all the Reed. So a card like Drained Pond is pretty appealing.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's good. Yeah, that's an extra fuel, and then we have very good class support. We have force
Yep.
the rebound here.
Yeah, would be good.
With
Yep.
axe, with axe, with strongbox, maybe that axe actually is the right play. It's basically one with four points.
Mm-hmm.
If we can manage to.
Yep.
But rain pond.
So, this pick is kind of interesting. Um, Amusement Park's pretty good, although I don't think we're going to fence until very late in the game. Undisturbed Pond is kind of nice. We don't... Like, we could get away with not playing an occupation until we play Miser. The pro...
We could go redstone food. Undisturbed pond, redstone food in like the first reactions. Good.
Yeah.
I also like read exchange.
Yes. That was the other thing I was going to bring up, is that Reed Exchange here is very good if we get 3 wood twice in stage 1, or in the first 2 rounds especially. That's true. I guess I'm thinking 1 wood, 1 reed rooms, like that's making my eyes big, you know. Uh
I'm thinking like redstone food, take a couple of read, take wood, play axe, like build 2 rooms at once, and then later build another room,
yeah,
and then Meister with axe slow.
yeah. So actually with Miser, if we're gonna play, not gonna play Miser, then a card like Undisturbed Pond gets a lot better. Because then with Miser off the table, then we really don't want to play any occupations for a decent chunk of the game. I think the pick is probably Reed Exchange, because with Axe the question is just always how much Reed can you get.
Yeah, and we could be, for all we know, we could be cut of read. Like wheelbarrow pusher can be like round 1, and then we're like cut out of read.
Mm-hmm.
It's a nice safety card, and also late game we have the BMW master.
Right. So the pick I like here is actually Wild Game.
I totally agree. We most likely will play stable master settlement late, and then one
Yeah, like if we
speeding.
Yep. If we play Master Stableman in like round 9, get a pair of boar round 10, and then they breed, we can always play Wild Game afterwards. Yeah. The rest of the cards are quite bad, so.
At this situation, abandoned willow is quite nice if you have a lot of cross range.
Yep. Yep. Hmm. Well, we got 3 pretty good cards here.
Yeah, that was the good background.
Yeah. Man, if we got any grain support, I would love to take Sleeping Corner, but
Yeah, but if family growth is late, then sleeping corner can be our 4th family growth, and it can be family growth without no tax. Alms house is quite good because then we can allow ourselves to do a lot of redstone food actions and 2 read and focus on building there. We
yeah.
don't have to take food.
Yeah. I think the pick is Alms House, yeah.
I think so too. But with all we have a read cost there, so I don't
This is a game where if we don't play Guildmaster, I think we're not too upset. Because if we build a 5-room stone house and we have 4 built stables and we have 5 fields, I don't see how that farm loses. Because we're just gonna have so many points just on our farm. Um, Probably just builder's trowel here.
Yeah, these cars are gonna go out of draft, so there's no blocking. So we know that there's no field fortune. We know that there's no like super great strat because of this corner and not to zero electron.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I don't see us using that.
Mom's House and Axis seems like a nice nerd game. Yep, agreed.
And their second field, and Heidi likes to, she likes to play application first.
Well, we're gonna take every Reedstone food action that we can. We're gonna do probably first action take reed, second action take wood most of the game. Oh, Heidi starts with Reedstone food. That's fine. I think we pretty happily take 3 wood here. We're not too fussed about that at all.
And now we have to look that somebody has to go hog strategy. And also, this game is played with the food in round 5, so we have to know.
Oh, okay.
Sculling with
So megashark plays a fencing master. So probably picked up diary, and then he's gonna be getting 3 or 2 wood every time he plays an occupation. Seems good. Seems good.
and he also picked up livestock.
Mm-hmm. And then berry picker. So if there is a no-ox strategy, it's in Heidi's hand.
Yeah. And now if she plows one field now, then the French berry picker is a card I used to like when I started out with the group, and now I teach new players to try and take it just because it's a very comfortable card for a big game player, but I never played it.
Yeah, I'm the same. I think it's a card that it encourages you to take wood, which is something you should be doing anyways.
Yeah.
I'm taking 2 wood here, by the way. I don't think there's too much more to discuss. I guess we could have start player read exchange, but
A little bit too early, I think.
yeah, we can hold it a little longer. Um, yeah, I think it's a card that encourages you to take wood a lot of times, which is something that you want to be it's something that you want to be doing anyways. But once you know that, then I think there's more impactful cards. So are you managing to stay sane, not going crazy, stuck inside?
Oh, I'm all good. I could live in a big box. Yeah, I have no problems with other stuff. But I have started to work again. So I started the last one. I work in a elementary school, and we're starting off with all, well, 50% grade 1 to 4 immediately.
Oh yeah. So will that'll be online or that'll be in classrooms?
Oh no, no, that's classroom. We have the school has been moved online for months.
Okay.
The online part started the first week we shut down the schools. Our prime minister shut down she shut down the schools March 12th, the Thursday,
Mm-hmm.
and then the alternative school started like the Tuesday, like Monday, Tuesday.
Well, that's quick.
And Norway has been one of the countries. So if you take away some of the super small countries, it's been one.
Mm-hmm.
My favorite burgers.
Yeah, clay
Nice
roof.
combo with pear, or maybe it's a combo with pear as well.
I think it's fine. I like to read here.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. But I don't mind what you read.
Heidi took Reedstone Food,
Oh,
so.
oh, sorry. I'm actually watching this. Vibes. Yeah. How are you doing? Are you off? Are you?
I'm missing. Well, I usually play soccer a lot, and I'm missing that.
Soccer. Oh,
Yeah, so not being able to do that, and I also climb, so I'm missing those, missing my physical activity because I'm lazy about just like working out. Like I don't like to just go for a run or go on the bike or whatever. I like to play games and do that.
yeah.
But I obviously can't do that right now, so I've been extremely lazy.
Yeah.
I'm but it's getting nicer. It was snowing here like 2 days ago, which is ridiculous. Because we're
Oh, it was. Oh,
in late April. Yeah, yeah, it was snowing on like Thursday, and it was like
yeah, yeah.
0 degrees.
Basically snow that goes on the ground and then goes away in like 1 hour.
Yeah, but it was crazy. So I mean, we're up. It's a lot warmer today, and it'll probably stay warmer now. But man, we're April 25th. This is pretty late. So we had Master Cook played, and then Engineer for Heidi. Engineer, very solid card.
Now I'm into start player. Maybe exchange into some more action.
Agreed.
Because that we would. So that and -1 tax that we only grab
Mm-hmm.
since we don't have to take goods anymore. Doesn't like forfeit goods anymore.
Sounds like a plan. Yeah, we're getting the moves that we want. This game's being nice to us so far.
Did Heidi? Yeah, Heidi took engineer first because that's what skill does. I was about to say why did engineer not just engineer
Yeah.
first? First.
Yep.
Engineer is the top 5 that we have occupation. Or it's just right.
No, it's fantastic. It's fantastically strong. It's a great card. And, and it's one of those cards that gets better when the card quality gets better and you play draft 9 and yeah.
Yeah. But if you ask megashark and scholar, one player at the table has good master. Look at the piles of
Of
resources.
resources, yeah, that's right.
So we're gonna actually have to. So should we start player now and then take a wood action? Because scholar is most likely going to take 4 play. He's ready to go either way. Or do we go wood now?
I kind of like taking 3 wood if it's available.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because there's always a chance that Scholar looks at the table, says Megashark has 0 wood, Heidi has 0 wood. There's no pressure on him to build aside from us.
And also megashark will take start player this round. Diary mostly. He's gonna go master lock and then start player.
Hmm. Okay, yeah, that seems reasonable.
And then there's no way for us to build first with our setup, but I think if we can build second, it's gonna be very good for us.
Yep. Yep.
Yes. Yeah. He's gonna get probably going to get occupation. I'm guessing he actually could take into occupations this round if he wants to.
Ooh. So with Fencing Master having built fences already, Heidi plays the fireplace here, which is going to trigger Mega Shark to. Well, is there a chance? I guess we could start player into 4 wood. And there's also a small chance that we get 6 wood because, well, no, it's very unlikely. But just thinking, if Megashark and Heidi are worried about their food,
Yeah. Yeah, with berry picker on scholars, like farm is going but he can't deny it.
so yeah, we got a start player here, and we're definitely getting a 4 wood action next round.
I don't think megashark plays much.
You don't think so? Just built the fences for something to do?
Yeah. Yeah, I just I'm not even sure if Heidi wants to go for it. Or maybe she does first, but then I just feel that she has another reason why she really wants that. The animals or
Mm-hmm.
it could be. There's a lot of bear picker.
Ooh, Scholar plays Stage Star here, and is now ready to double build. So if we maybe should not pass first action. We should maybe not pass double build to Scholar.
Yeah, maybe we build it.
Maybe we build with our first move. Yeah, yeah,
I even like build and read
yeah. Or we could even build and play an occupation. We have the food for it. I think I want to take wood because if we don't take wood, we're just not really going to have any miners to play on the family growth queue.
and Owl's house stage 2 is
Yes, yes. Mm-hmm. Needs access to lots of food.
now I would
No, announces plus wood.
oh, so Megashark actually went on a fence action.
Mm.
I thought he fenced. But he didn't.
He fenced in round 2 with his second move. This move was traveling players here stealing a wood from Scholar.
And then we first
Yeah, yeah. Doesn't sound like the most appealing move. Yeah. Yep. Sounds good to me.
But I do. Oh yeah, because in the deck resheet that they can't even. So he's going special.
I'm guessing Dove Hunter is what Megashark has.
I think yeah.
I'll just mark round 9 and 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Like the outpost.
Yeah. Yep. Forward came back, and that puts a lot of pressure on Scholar actually because we can just build a room again. And I'm gonna announce. I'll wait until Heidi's moved, but we should beg 4 here.
I agree.
It does telegraph our almshouse, but I think it's okay.
We have to make one for so yeah.
Oh, very likely. Yeah, I would expect to. Yeah.
or yeah, as you predicted, that's prediction. Hunter, and he can eat that animal without any concern. Yeah,
Yep.
that's nice. And
So the master cook seems like a little bit of overkill.
yeah, he has maybe he has. No, we didn't see fence. His first move was the fence. He doesn't have like those.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly.
So he doesn't have. Yes, he could have Peace Rocker, and he probably hasn't. I'm hoping for him. He's saying that he has that all that food can go into Peace Rocker.
Right. Because yeah, you mostly seems like Master Cook was played for the 2 wood for the fencing for Fence Master, but Dove Hunter could have just been the play. And yeah, I don't really think that makes much of a difference there.
Well, have you ever been snagged away for sheep from a guy, and he has, then you're like, what is he doing? And then he plays stuff the second action. I haven't been played that against him myself.
Keys here. I'm checking on Heidi's food. I feel like Heidi, did she play?
Keys now is +2.
Yeah, I'm wondering though. Okay, engineer was on expensive Ock. Okay, that was the question. I wonder if she forgot to take the engineer food for fireplace. I did ping her in chat about it, but I wasn't sure if she ever did it. Took it. But yeah, you're right. Keys here. She gets to start player.
That's good for. Well, I guess it's not good for us because we have a squad.
No, it's good for us. Yeah, because we don't even need to start player here. We can just build a room.
Yeah. Oh, that way.
No, what am I saying? We can't build a room. We have to start player. She played keys. She played keys.
Yeah. Okay. No, we could. What's the chance that? Well, we know that megashark wants to play his diary. I'm thinking building and start player, but that's just probably not good.
We could maybe do something different and start player with our second move. I think that's possible.
Yeah. If we want to play Guildmaster, we also have to take either 3 read here. That can go into Great Pond, it can go into Alms House or Groups, or the BMW.
Yep. There's also 5 food fishing.
Yeah, that's fun. How is the food situation?
It's quite good. Oh, I never fed 4. Whoops.
And the 2 other players, I don't think it's full either. So yeah, the food is it's a lot of food. Yeah, minor detail I think.
Uh,
Ah,
I think we can take the fishing. I think we take the fishing here.
yeah, that puts us squared away until like harvesting.
Yeah. Yeah. I think it just is going to let us grow very aggressively,
Yeah.
which is what we want to do with these building resources and axe in hand.
Yeah. Okay, so maybe now I'm thinking your FG like really built. We
We
didn't get the
didn't get the wooden strongbox, but
no, yeah, and then build like 2 rooms. Then we don't have to build 6. We build 2 rooms, and we used our hopefully surplus actions with Heavy Gutters to play Forest Farmer and Master Sableman, build the Pretty Farm, and maybe do some Guildmaster stuff.
we get some nice stone grabs.
Yeah, yeah. I think that's
Yeah, I guess I'm wondering if we get, say we get 3 stone round 7.
why did we take that farm?
Oh yeah, good question.
I don't even.
Was it read exchange? I think it might have been read exchange.
Maybe.
What I'm wondering though, is say we get 3 stone in round 7. Are we playing Guildmaster or are we playing the well?
Yeah.
I'm not sure what the answer is on that one.
I mean, we have master stableman, we have cattle breeder, and we have forest farmer. Those like goes toward the pretty farm constable
Yeah.
farm.
Yep. Yep.
What we don't have is the grain storage. Then we just have to single grain, single collection. So before round 11,
Mm-hmm.
or in round 11, sooner, and then we saw.
Yep. Yep. I think that all sounds very good. And I agree that I'm kind of leaning away from Guildmaster now. That just because, yeah, Master Stableman is going to be really nice. Cattle Breeder is great if we can get our fencing done before then.
And also engineer is going to swipe one of the guilds.
Yeah. Yeah, most likely.
And if she swipes the wrong one, if she swiped the other, that's say we took 3 read here instead of 5, and then she goes ahead like a couple of rounds, goes ahead and builds the W, but of course then she doesn't match up. That would just this is for safe, right?
Mm-hmm.
I did is
What's going on here? Yeah.
yeah, and she's the one that announced before the game in our Facebook chat that she has a baby, and right now it's like putting down the baby to sleep hours.
Mm.
So she said from time to time she should AFK for 4 or 5 minutes.
That's fine.
And she also said if it becomes too bad and we get annoyed, the 300 meters, then she has a standing record. She went ahead and did build or read sheets.
Mm-hmm. So we should start playing here.
Yeah, unless if we don't, let's call it school. And you know what's good with our fishing crab? Maybe that takes crab and bears to some of the other players and so uses a weapon because of
Mm-hmm.
House makes plenty of sense. We don't have anything in our cabin or start player.
We could play Builder's Trowel. It's not amazing, but it's an option. Especially if we're gonna do a big house. Saving on reno could be okay. Yep. Yep, so yeah, did go all in on getting food, and you were right about the Peace Worker with the Master Cook, because I was thinking that it was overkill, but no, the Peace Worker is going to go a long way to helping with that. Nope. Unfortunately. No family growth, so just gonna have to start play Builder's Trowel.
Yeah.
I guess we don't have to play Builder's Trowel, but I think it's probably worth playing.
Then we have to take wood again before I think we should
Have to take wood again for...
to build more rooms, but I guess we have to take really more rooms.
Oh yeah, yeah. Yeah, we could build one room right now.
We want to build next time we build multiple rooms.
Agreed, yeah. So maybe our second action could be 6 clay.
Yeah,
Could also be if Heidi takes 6 clay, we could maybe play an occupation.
yeah, I'm thinking forest farmer is good.
Yes. Yeah. Oh man. Oh, I'm so sorry, Donba. You've been muted this whole time.
Oh, I'm sorry. Well, I'm not sorry, but like completely muted, or did you hear
yeah.
low there, Lowman?
No, I didn't have. I had my desktop audio muted.
Okay.
Oh,
It's all good.
jeez. I've been having a one-sided conversation this whole game.
Yeah, thanks for not saying MIDI like in round 1 when you joined it. No, just kidding.
Oh man, I'm gonna play Forest Farmer here.
Yeah, Forest Farmer here is good because then we will have better stuff to do when the other people are taking start player and building rooms and taking family growth.
Yeah.
And I mean, also look at megashark's Reedstone Foods. Now he's basically taking Reed, Stone,
Yep.
when it goes to that space. So he will also snatch up the guilds. So definitely, I think play for Pretty Farm is the way to go.
Just be talking with myself. Indeed, that's right. Yeah.
Wow! And now he builds, and who would have thought that with that start, and now he's second in the family growth queue.
Yep.
That's quite an accomplishment.
Yeah, I have gone crazy. You're right. You're right. Oh, sorry about that, Donba. I'm so sorry.
And you don't have to excuse. Your rating numbers are just going to plummet. So it's just goes just to yourself.
Hey, Rallocran. Oh man, that is sad. We've had some good discussion. I'm disappointed that it's gonna be one-sided.
I even I just tried out these emojis in the chat. I even have had very good predictions this game. So
You have. That's right. Yeah. And you guys will never be able to hear them now.
Yeah, I'm amazed that he got to be second in this family growth too. I feel Heidi does a mistake when she plays back keys and then just forgoes the whole family growth plan.
Yep.
I think that's then why play keys? Then I think play.
Yep. Agreed.
And bookshelf, lol.
Bookshelf is like the best miner. I think right now.
I think it's like the top. I think Quarry and Axe and Animal Pen can situational be very, very good, but Bookshelf is always good for all hands.
Yep.
Sometimes, well, I guess it's true.
There are very few hands you don't want to play, 5 occupations with.
Yeah. And
are we taking 3 stone, or are we plowing a field here?
I'm thinking let's see the other players' actions. Food-wise, they are good, so nobody has to take food, so that's a problem for us.
I like 3 stone here.
Yeah.
And if we don't take 3 stone, the 3 stone's not coming back. So we can slow play the well, building the well, but we can't slow play taking the stone in order to build the well.
Correct. And this could put us. Okay, we don't get the well. Maybe we can get. Maybe we could get joinery and get fencer with this play. If the well gets snatched, that is. Well, somebody has goblet, by the way, but.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, it was in the draft.
But it's not been played, and that's a problem with goblet. I wish when you played goblet you got like 1 food or something, because goblet is like if you miss out on the well, it's basically a super bummer. Nothing to be done.
Right.
And there's a lot of cards in like the new decks that you return the well, like there's like a bunch of them, and I don't like them because you have to get the well, and if you don't, you basically lost the pick.
Right. They're very you have to get the well. Yeah, if you don't get the well, you're sunk.
I mean, and for example, there is this card, My Cabbage. You have to have the pottery, and you get 2 vegetables on the next 2 rounds. Yes, you have to get the pottery, but the pottery is not contested in a normal game. The well is contested, so problem.
Contested in a different way, I would say. The timing of the well is a lot earlier.
Yes, yeah, of course. I mean, there's very, very few games in round 13 where the pottery has not been bought, but in round 11, the well has most likely been bought, and maybe even earlier.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, I guess in this round and round 9 is like the most common for a well. Get most of the time you get the full 5 food. The well. Megashark plays amusement park. Yeah, he is. That's a good flow to his game.
Yeah, it's really nice. Really nice.
And he can build a well, by the way, with his.
Yeah,
with
so I
his
think we probably have
resources.
to build the well with our first move.
Yeah, I think build well and plow, and then jump to something.
Yeah.
Huh. Yeah,
Scholar's
if we had a good
gonna play
miner, I would say actually well start player build a room, but so Scholar is not gonna let that happen. Goes ahead, and so how good is Axe in a late family growth game? That's the question. When two other players, because Heidi's gonna double build, and two other players already will have 4 rooms before us.
Certainly, it's not as good, but certainly, I think it's gonna be worth building one more room for sure. Just
Yeah.
with how many resources we already have access to.
Yeah, if we had, I don't know if it was Miser in the seed seller pile. I don't think so. But if we had seed seller, then we would have taken
We could have
sleeping
done.
corner.
Yeah.
I mean, round 7 family growth with Axe, then sleeping corner is much better. But we didn't have the grain support, and I totally agree that we didn't take it.
Mm-hmm. And we didn't know that family growth was going to be round 7. That's a thing that happens, you know.
Yeah.
And you would expect when Heidi played keys that she might do some shenanigans to secure first family growth for herself.
That was actually bad for us that she didn't go for the rooms, because then she would have been riding the starting player.
Yeah.
We would have had a free ride and maybe even build some more rooms behind her.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. Stable hand. That's
not the best occupation.
Not the best, but she's gonna fence 3 times, so it's basically 3 stables for her. That's a cute card. And I think she plays this now because then because she has a 3
occupation prerequisite
three
card.
Occupation minor, and also she gets fences next round. Also has something to do with it.
I would guess it's the fences next round mostly.
Yeah.
So we build the well here.
Yep.
And then getting 3 wood would be nice. And then maybe plow, jump to something.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty unplayable in EIK, unless you have a card like Fence Deliveryman, Rilo Cred. Fence Deliveryman is like the one card where you're gonna fence 3 times.
Yeah, I played it only once in my life, I believe, and then I had Perp Student Educator, and I had a fencing combo with like everything: Animal Breeder, Hedgekeeper, and that one. I think.
Oh, we should play Fencer, by the way.
Yes, we should definitely do that. So maybe play that now.
I think
and
so.
Plow. Well, we have 3 actions in a row if one of them is plow. So. Yeah. And I was thinking if Heidi builds now, 6 wood could come in all up, but the berry picker and Scholar's Hand just denied us that.
Yeah. So I like plowing here. Yeah. And we can jump to...
So megashark has 3 actions next round. It will be very hard for us to build the Basket Maker's Workshop. We could. I don't know what to do here. The best action I see that we can jump to is 4 clay, unfortunately.
I think 4 clay is acceptable. It's not exciting, but I think it's a fine take here.
Yeah.
It's not exciting, unfortunately, but.
And right now, Drain Pond is online for us. We have the prereqs to play that.
Yep. I think ideally we would play Reed Pond before we play Drained Pond. So if we could Reed Pond round 10, Drained Pond round 11, that would be quite nice.
Yeah. Oh, Scholar with the berry picker. He's picking Scholar. He's picking high cost wood miners in both Granary and Riding Plow. And with a little grain support with 2 grains, that's a good miner.
Yeah, Riding Plow, an excellent card.
What's the chance? What's the chance that we can feed and also go occupation, master stableman, and maybe even plow and jump to animals? I guess
Master Stableman would be really appealing. If we could get a pair of boar here for our wild game, that would be fantastic. We would definitely need a good. I mean, Traveling Players has a food on it, so that is kind of appealing.
Yeah, Traveling Players has a wood on it. Yeah, I agree. Did we beg 4? Did we beg a 5th in round 7?
I did, yes.
Okay.
I announced it in chat.
Yeah, okay. I guess it's in a couple of rounds. Are you fencing? Yeah, that's. Oops, forgot. Yes, that is +1 wood for us.
Yeah.
So that means we can. That means we could plow and jump to something.
Mm-hmm. I think we should take 3 wood here, though. I think the wood this game is going to be decided with how many wood rooms are being built. Wood is going to be extremely tight.
Yeah.
I think wood is going to be like the most important resource.
Yeah.
Especially because we've also got the childcare worker eating some wood.
Yeah.
There is wood injected with cards like Fence Delivery Man and with cards like Peace Worker, Fencing Master, but...
is it our food in round 9 that's hovering?
No, that's the amusement park food for Megashark. I picked up the well food already.
Yeah, top left. Yeah.
So yeah, Traveling Players seems like a good action.
Yeah, I like that better than fishing, I think, due to the extra wood. And we also, that's 1 wood for us and 1 wood less for Scholar.
Yep. And then we could maybe do plow, jump to Master Stableman. Or plow, jump to build a room.
Yeah, because there's only Heidi that has actions, and she will take 1 of the animals, and we will most likely get 3 animals first action next round.
Yep.
Makes perfect sense.
Yep. I like that.
How will the next round go then? We take 3 animals, Megashark does something, then Scholar takes start player for family growth, most likely. And right now, Megashark just jumped into the family growth queue yet again. Wow. Then I'm thinking like, okay, we play the Axe, that's the most expensive 1 wood room discount, and just be happy and just build a pretty farm.
Yeah.
Because right now 3 players has an empty room.
Yeah.
So the earliest we could get family growth is in round 13 if the start player queue goes according to normal.
I mean, we could first action start player round 10 and then build a room later that round. We would have to be stable blocked.
Yeah, we could build 2 rooms.
And we do have Drained Pond in hand. So like start player Drained Pond next round is kind of appealing. Because round 10's the last... I was wrong. We can't play it round 11. Round 10's the last round we can play it. Thanks, Radocren, for the reminder. I think 3 wood is the action... 3 food is the action here, though, and we can see what the other players are doing.
Yeah. 3 food and 1 wood, that is.
Or 3 food and a wood.
That's just to be particular.
And in fact, Scholar would be the only player who can stable block us next round. Unless Megashark takes wood.
Yeah.
And if Scholar could build a room to block us, maybe he does that. But if Scholar has to just build stables, then that's a lot less appealing, especially because he's not protecting his own family growth.
Correct, because I'm thinking nobody in their right mind would stable block to let another player block 1 player, but open it for another player, so a third party player.
So I actually think we should read Stone Food here, so that we get the read for Drained Pond.
Makes sense. Definitely makes sense. We also need a late game feeding thing. We need a cookery at some point.
Yeah.
There's no rush because Heidi is the only one with a lot of clay, and she already has a cookery.
Mm-hmm.
So, but I think in stage 4, if we could pick up a fireplace or a cooking hearth, I would be a little bit appeased when it comes to our late game feeding.
Right. Yep. Yeah, Megashark building the Basket Maker's Workshop. Yeah, I think Megashark made a bit of a mistake building a room so early this round.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
and now he doesn't have an extra wood, and he doesn't have any surprise wood either. No,
No.
so he cannot stable. Yeah. Okay. So Heidi gets on her first family growth, and we take Grain Pond. And if we could make an occupation as well, that would put us able. Then we would be able to play Reed Pond.
Yep.
We could take 5 food fishing, or we could take wild boar for 5 food as well.
Right.
Wild boar-
Oh yeah, for
wild
playing with
boar.
our miner in round 11.
Yeah, because right now we're a little bit food tight. We have 5 food, and we just need a little bit more.
Yep. Right. Certainly worth dedicating some actions to.
Yeah.
Megashark grabs the wood.
So now he can not stable block. Yeah, he can technically stable block, but we have action priority.
Mm-hmm.
Is that the term you use a lot? Action
I
priority?
guess, yeah. Yeah, like we get the action in front of them. Like we have the initiative is another way
Yeah.
to say it.
Yeah, initiative. Yeah.
We get to move first.
Yeah. Yeah, I like Master Cook a lot, and sometimes with Master Cook you get this weird. You skip your last action, and that's bad in one way, but then you get then you can read the board 100% perfect.
Right.
Because a lot of the time you will have 2 actions, and that can lead into 3 action with a starting player action. So then you can back channel into a lot of weird stuff.
Right. It gives you a lot of flexibility. It gives you a great ability
Yeah.
to react to what your opponents are doing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
So we
Yeah,
could
I
last action play Master Stableman here.
Yeah, we won't get to use it until round 12. I think.
I think it's
well-
possible we get 2 boar round 11. I don't think it's... yeah, I think it's possible we get 2 boar.
Yeah. But I really like 5 food fishing here. That blocks everybody else. But I guess it's only Heidi that is hungry, and she has 3
has
wild
the
boars and a lot of sheep on the board.
Yeah, Heidi can get 4 sheep next round, so I don't really think anyone wants
Yeah.
fishing.
I would guess the safer play now is to take 5 food fishing, but I guess the most upside is to do the Master Stableman. So let's go for it with our 2 wood in our hand, or on our farm, and this puts Reed Pond into play for us.
That's the big reason, that I want to play
Yeah.
it here.
Yeah, not that the 3 Reed will be well, it will be to for a potential room, or more likely a renovation.
Yeah, I think so. I think so. Yeah, late family growth sure changed this game for us.
Yeah. I think we would have had a lot of good actions in stage 2 if Family Growth was round 5, because megashark would probably Master Cook all the time, and the other 2 players would have built room, take starting player, take Family Growth in round 6 and 7. Then we would have gotten a very good action priority. So to overview now, Scholar has the empty room, and Megashark, everybody has an open room, including us, basically.
Yep.
Yeah, okay. So that means that Megashark, well, one of these players are looking at family growth around 14. But I do think that Scholar has a sleeping corner, the grain miner that
Right.
allows you to take family growth even without, even if it's occupied.
Yep. Yeah, we need to
That-
pick up another grain. in round 12 and then sow and then play it. So it's still several actions away.
Oh yeah. I'm not saying it's close or anything. Yeah. But I mean, Seed Seller is out there somewhere, not being played.
Yep. Yes, it is.
Seed Seller could be in anyone's hand, I think, except ours for some reason.
So, question.
Yep.
What are we doing with our second action?
Take an animal pair, and our third action, plowing and jumping to something, I think.
Jump to fishing? Or jump
Yeah,
to
if it's
fireplace? Or cooking hearth?
Well, I was about to say, could we take animals, plow, and jump to animals again? But we're 1 wood short.
We need food as well.
Yeah, we need food as well. Oh yeah, we need food this round. Aha.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? There is. We could take food first and then animals second. I doubt Heidi will take animals when she already has one animal type.
Yep.
And she doesn't have the cooking hearth.
Yep. I'm reasonably optimistic that the 2 boar are gonna keep going around.
Yeah. She might take it as her third action, like the very last action. So yeah. I mean, if she takes sheep now, she can't. She can hold 1 sheep, so that's 6 food. That squares her away. Will she really want to take 4 food?
I don't think so. If she had a cooking hearth, maybe. But nobody has a cooking hearth in the game, so...
Yeah, it's food, yeah. So maybe... Ooh, what about... No, she's gonna take the sheep, yeah. I was thinking, what about buying the cooking hearth, then taking 4 sheep? But she's gonna take 4 sheep for sure.
Yeah, I would expect so.
Yeah, so 6 food here for
6
us.
food, and then I think we could even be really greedy and plow, try to jump to 2 boar.
Yeah, I'm thinking we are not having the best game. I mean, and we're having a decent game with the well, but this game could have been better for us compared to the others. So I want to play more for like the upside. Yeah, and she messed up. You have to place her peep on the sheep.
No problem. Yeah, I mean, we've built in for like we're still gaining a lot from stuff that's not on our farm. For example, Fencer. Fencer, in reality we have like an extra 7 or 8 wood on our farm, so that makes our farm look a lot better. And with Forest Farmer, we have an extra 2 actions, and
and also if we take 4 stone, then we can like just reno whenever to play with
with 1 action.
Yeah. So we basically can go to stone with 1 action. That's correct. We have some cards that are.
They're hiding our potential. They're hiding our power level a little bit.
Good wording. Unlike Donald Trump, that doesn't have that way with words. Always messing up.
I'm gonna pick up the 2 boar here.
Have I told you the Donald Duck Secret Service joke?
I don't think so.
Do you know what the Secret Service says to the president when he gets fired upon? Donald Duck.
That's pretty bad.
It's a joke for first graders, second graders.
Yeah, I bet you hear those all the time.
Yeah. I have to play along every single time.
There you go. That's right.
Act amazed and do my best fake laugh. So this wild boar is going to breed, and that puts our wild game online if we choose to play it at some point.
Yep.
But right now we need to get our wood straightened out and our plowing and jumping with our and we could, and people will take 2 cattle, I presume. But
if we got 2 cattle, that would be quite nice.
Yeah, Heidi has room for them. She has just fenced, so she basically just fenced only because of those cattle, I believe.
I think we probably have a pretty good shot at 2 sheep round 13, though. 2 sheep not usually that high of a priority late in the game.
Yeah, correct. By the way, she's doing my way of playing boundary stones. That's going for a cross in the middle for 3 points boundary stones. We had a live tournament in Oslo with like 20 players, and a player had to drop out for the final round, and then I said I can play two games simultaneously, and I got keys on both. I believe I got keys and backyard well on both of the not keys, boundary stones and backyard well on both. So I basically built 4 rooms like Heidi has done now, and I placed backyard well all the way down, and I had a cross on both. So my farm were identical on both, and I got first and second place. That was quite fun. And
That's amazing.
I was sitting in a chair that can roll like an office chair.
Yeah.
And so I was basically rolling between the 2 tables.
That's great. I love that.
It created a lot of laughs. Megashark playing one of my favorite miners. I didn't used to like it. Didn't really understand why do I need that. But in a lot of the games you play, you cannot fill your farm, and this just makes it so much easier.
Yeah.
Which is dance grounds.
If you're not going to fill your farm, get 2 points.
Yeah. Have you ever played it for to get plus and get the +1?
Oh yeah. When Fred's deck first came out, that was the when everyone was trying to find the edge cases of all the cards. You know, it was how do I make Witch's Dance Ground give me an extra point and an extra space? And one of the number one uses was Shepherd's Croc.
Yeah, Shepherd's Croc. Yeah. Perfect card for it. And then you could, if you get Shepherd's Croc and a friend's card Cattle Dealer, you get 4 cattle and 4 sheep in one transaction. That's catching up on your farming. You
could also use it for Cloister Dweller. That was another card that it was combined with.
Yeah, correct. Because then you can have like rooms on the outside.
Yep.
Because normally it's the rooms that screws you up on Cloister Dweller.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, nice. Oh. Wow, so I guess Scholar doesn't have Sleeping Corner, or because he just passed on Plowsow.
Yeah.
And as you predicted earlier, it's the wood that's going to be the thing. Did you take Fencer Wood, by the way, when she fenced last round?
I did, yes. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I announced it.
We don't have anything to Plowsow. You know what? Scholar could get Plowsow back, actually, with his second action.
That would be pretty next level, if that's
what's happening. And if he does that and then he has Sleeping Corner, then I will give that man a lot of credit.
I think we should take 3 stone with this move, if Heidi passes it to us.
Yeah, I like 3 stone because then we can get to Stonehouse, but I think I really like 3 wood, and then take 3 stone on the other stone space next round.
Yeah.
We do need to read at some point.
We've got reed coming in from the reed pond.
I'm stupid. Yeah.
Oh, Heidi took the stone.
Yeah, that makes it easier for us.
3 wood looks fine.
And I think Megashark won't take 3 stone next round because he has stone reed with his basket maker on Reedstone Food.
Right.
So I think
we have a chance at that.
Yeah. Wow. Wow. I'm looking at the wood. We might actually have to. I think we either have to not do 2 more stables, or we have to fence really. We might have to end up fencing, either have unused spaces, or we have to not fence some stables to get everything covered. But to get everything covered shouldn't be a goal in itself. But
right.
And Scholar is looking really good. He has the crops. He has a great Plowsow action here, and he has 12 wood.
Mm-hmm.
He's looking really, really sharp.
Yep. So we probably plow with our next action, so we can forced farmer jump.
Yeah, that is definitely. And he goes for stone oven.
Stone oven, not Plowsow, huh?
That basically makes his feeding done for the rest of the game. How has he collected so much food? Childcare worker.
Yeah.
Okay, I play childcare workers so rarely. That's like a 6th or 7th pick for me, and I sometimes don't play it. But yeah, maybe I should value that a little bit higher.
Mm.
You play it, and one of the better players in Norway, Rambar, plays it when he has the chance, and he does really well. But...
Yeah, wow. I think it's just like it feeds you for the harvest for the most difficult feeding rounds. I think that's part of the appeal. It's been a while since I've played it. I feel like I haven't gotten an opportunity for a while. Guess we're blocking Plauso here.
Yeah, and you took wood. Yeah. For another fence action. Yeah, plus wood, yeah. Great. Block Plauso, yeah, totally agree.
It's unfortunate that we're not able to sow a crop here, but unfortunately we had to start player 4 times in the first 2 stages.
Yeah, I mean
3
Scholar.
times. Yeah.
Scholar. Did he bake? Did he play stone oven and not bake? Because he still has 2 grain. He didn't have 4 grain, did he?
You're right. Yeah, he didn't bake at all. Yeah.
Huh, that's weird.
Yeah, that is weird.
Maybe he's foreseeing that he probably will plow 3 fields with his riding plow and then do a sow action.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
That's weird. I think I would much rather just plow sow. To take forward is I agree with, and then plow sow and then do the stone oven later, because nobody's in stone oven territory right now.
I guess Heidi has the resources that she could build it, but she has no grain.
Yeah, and then I would think that she would rather play the pottery and take a good clay action later. I don't know, but Scholar is playing very good, so it's not a criticism or anything, just an observation.
Right.
Weird. To me, it's weird when you have crops and you don't plow sow, and then you have stone oven and you don't bake.
Mm-hmm.
One of them is okay, but both of them seems a little bit weird.
Right.
And here we go. Scholar goes for start player.
Mm-hmm.
This will.
So we're pretty likely to get 2 cattle next round.
Yeah, I was just saying. Yeah, that was my start of my little thought process there. 2 cattle, but wow, we're still lacking.
I think we should do 2 actions to take stone here, because I think we're not guaranteed to get 3 stone next round with our second action.
Yeah, megashark could take 3 stone to then buy a major again later, or even get to Renault.
And the Reedstone food action is not a great move, but
and you also know what's a little bit funny? If we take 3 food and a wood.
Honestly, I think it's a reasonable option. It feeds us for the next harvest, and then we wild game.
And he goes from 12 to 11, which is a pain.
Yeah,
for him.
I think it's a reasonable choice. Yeah, because I don't really like any of the other actions on the board. We could maybe play an occupation clay plasterer as a 3 clay action, but there's just 4 clay on the board, so I think traveling players is reasonable here.
Yeah. Yeah. The only arc that we could have played at some point is Capital Breeder, but of course that's only going to yield us 1 cattle, and if we get 2 now, then it's just pointless, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
It would be interesting to see if Heidi goes for family growth without room, if Scholar goes for room with improvement here, or...
Yeah, that's a good point.
It would be funny if he goes plow sow, Heidi goes family growth with improvement, and then we can get family growth or 2 cattle.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, which would be better there? Is it the 2 cattle?
I don't know. I guess maybe 2 cattle is better, because then it comes with two stables.
Yeah,
that's the only reason.
Although we can't breed both cattle and boar.
Correct. So yeah, I just guess that's a third world problem, and we have to deal with that after those 2 people have taken their actions. So maybe it's not even on the cards. Is that an American term, or is that an English, like British term, on the cards?
We would more say it in the cards.
In the cards, in Canada, you would say? In the cards.
Yeah.
It's in
my cards.
Okay, because in Because then that might be a British expression. And on the cards, on the card means basically like in the near future because of what I have in my holdings right now.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it means the same. It's just like a very subtle difference in the word. That's all.
Oh, have we had this precise
I
discussion
think we
before?
have. Yeah.
Wow, you and me are like George and Jerry
Ma-
Seinfeld. George Costanza and Jerry Seinfeld.
that button makes the whole shirt.
Yeah.
Uh, yeah. Maybe I had you muted for that time. It's from Tarot. That makes sense. Heidi fences, so we get a wood.
What is from tarot?
The in the cards on the cards, like because it's talking about your
Uh-huh.
future.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
So like if you were looking at a tarot reader would look at your future on the in
In
like
the
what
cards.
the cards. What is the thing depicted on the cards is what you would be sharing. I think we build two stables here.
Yeah. With hopefully while taking two cattle.
Okay. So we're ready to go to a stone house with one move. We certainly would like a little more wood before we fence. We could start player wild game.
Yeah. That's definitely something.
We would like to plow again. I guess I don't like start player wild game much more than just playing Reno wild game. I guess those are pretty similar actions. Just because plow sow without us taking crops it's just not worth all that much.
Yeah.
Heidi's playing Reno pottery, I would assume. So I think we take 3 wood here.
Yeah.
Although if we don't start player, we might not get another plow action. But you know what? The 3 wood is worth quite a bit, so I think we probably should just take the 3 wood. Heidi would like 3 wood. Scholar would like 3 wood. And then if these two both give us 2 wood, no, Heidi can only give us 1 wood. So if we have an extra 3 wood, then we're at 12. So maybe we fence 11 on 4 spaces tightly.
Yeah, fencing weird. Yeah.
Yeah. And then we save 1 wood to use for forest farmer.
Mm-hmm.
Something like that.
Yeah.
So we have to monitor the renovations a little bit. Because megashark can reno, but nobody else. And actually, Scholar and Heidi are both multiple actions away from being able to reno. Actually, no. Scholar just needs 2 stone.
Two stone.
Yeah,
two
you're
stone.
right.
But the 2 stone action is
Not
not
available.
something. Yeah, it's not available, and it's not going to do that in its first 2 actions in the next round.
Yeah, so we get 2 wood from Scholar fencing here.
Do we have start player wild game? Is that something that could give us? Do we gain anything from that? Probably not. Or
Looks
'cause
like
we don't have a good
Heidi
flow.
is start playering, so
That's good for us. I
ends up
think.
being a moot point. Yeah.
Yeah, just a a little bit of action priority puts us closer to that stone room.
Yeah.
And it secures us a plow action.
Yeah. I think we want a 3 wood
what's
here.
going to happen? We will plow, and we can just jump to one of the renos.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's what I'm foreseeing. It's not gonna.
I agree.
Yeah.
So I think we take 3 wood here.
Agreed. Wow. If we had, instead of axe, if we had like fish trap, this game would be so different. We would have gone all in for totally different things. It's very interesting. Yeah, but the farmer growth round 7 was, we had to do 1 start player, no miner,
Mm-hmm.
and one star player buildings travel. Well, and that actually is ending up in round 14 to do something for us.
There you go, Builder's Trowel. What a champ.
Yeah, didn't you and me play round 1? What was it? Potato dibbler once, and we fed with it the first time in round 13 or 14, and that actually saved us from feeding because we had like some late game vegetable strategy.
I kind of like playing wild game here.
Yeah.
Because if we don't
okay.
play wild game, then
we don't have any. We don't have a cookery.
exactly.
Uh,
And we don't want to breed our boar. We don't want to keep our animals as they are. We would like to breed our cattle. But then if we play wild game here, then we can still be at... Like, we can't play wild game in round 14 with only 2 boar. I think that's pretty bad. But we could play wild game here. And
because
then,
it's neutral.
Yeah, then we breed our cattle, and then we can let our cattle and our boar breed in the final round.
And then the boar pops up to 2 points again. Yeah, I agree. But let's do that. But what is our feeding? We have 8 people, so we have 14 food. We have 1 well food incoming. I'm presuming no.
No. So we're gonna have to take some food.
Yeah, and also the field is gonna cost us
a food. Yeah.
So 4, that's 15. So that's 14. We feed 8. So that's 6 left. 5. We have 5 food left in round 14. So we need 3 food somewhere, or being able to clay and build cooking hearth for easy feeding and also a point, but probably won't have the actions for that.
Yeah, we could even just take 3 food fishing.
Yep.
It's not great.
Oh boy. Do you know what's gonna happen? We have to plow, so Heidi is likely to plow, so
right.
Then we have to plow.
Yeah.
And then Scholar, he's not forced to sow bake, but he should sow bake. Really, he probably gonna go 3 sheep and then sow bake with his second action.
Plow, use our last forest farmer tick.
Yeah, I agree with that. And maybe actually Renault fence
early so that we could hold the sheep.
Yeah, no, the sheep is gonna walk. Scholar's gonna take the sheep. Maybe actually 3 food fishing and be done with that part of the game.
Right.
Maybe.
And then we can just go for our 2-point crop actions.
Makes sense.
And then, yeah, leave Renault. Renault fence, I guess it's possible that megashark blocks us. So maybe we should Renault fence just for safety's sake.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not sure what else megashark would do without knowing their hand. Like, if they have no useful miners remaining, of course the fencing action is not useful. I guess no one else can fence, so if they do Renault fence, it's annoying, but it's not game breaking.
You know what I think? I think he's gonna grab clay and Renault clay oven. 4 points.
Okay, yep. Or Renault cooking hearth. Well, no, clay oven. Yeah, of course, dove hunter. Right. So he can eat the sheep. Yeah, that makes sense.
And also, why does he have 2 grain fields? Has he should have 2 grains harvested, right?
Yes, you're right. Megashark forgot to harvest his grain.
Yeah, and that is good for his feeding, but I guess he will have to take 5. He should take 5 reed at some point as well.
Right. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, clay oven seems pretty appealing.
who has the pottery? And there's going to be 8 clay. That's not going to be
Heidi
grand.
does.
Heidi, wow. Yeah, that's a sad boundary stones.
Mm-hmm. Do we take the fishing?
Yeah, I think so. If we don't, we could be stuck at doing 2 food actions.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's a sad thing that we don't have the Donba 32 3 clay fireplace bought in round 13. That's like my speciality. To like, I always feed like this, like Donko feed and some well stuff, maybe a fish trap on BMW, and then 3 clay fireplace. But normally in a normal game, the 2 cooking hearths are gone by this point.
Yeah. Certainly no oven, no cookery is something else. Oh, megashark does decide to block us. That's unfortunate. Yeah, that 3 clay then could have, that 3 food fishing could have now been a clay grab, and then we could have built a fireplace or cooking hearth, but
Correct.
that
then
happens.
We 1 point either way on one animal, so
Yeah.
I don't think it's. But did he fence now?
He didn't
as well?
fence, he just renoed. He just
Okay,
renoed and
okay.
blocked our fencing.
Okay. Because then I thought maybe we could get one more wood, but I probably wouldn't have got us 1 more point either way.
Yeah, that might have been a bit of a king-making move. Whoa, Heidi just fenced 1. Oh, wow.
Oh boy.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
Oh, man.
She fenced 1 for a stable.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, that's a shame.
Yeah.
We reno joinery then, at least.
Yeah.
We have to get. Well, reno joinery is unblockable.
I think I like.
Obviously
Yeah.
wood.
Yeah. We'll take the 2 stone.
So we can jump to reno joinery.
Yeah.
Yeah, because 4 clay, 2 reed, and 6 stone to get to a stone house. Yeah. Oh, that's rough. Was that really her best action? I can't really see. Maybe it was. Maybe it was. Oh well.
Yeah. It seems like it's just handing Scholar the game.
Yeah. That could be very well be the thing. I mean, megashark doing reno when after renovation is the same for him. With his last action, and there's only us and him again, then I 100% get behind the reno fence.
Yeah.
But now he's just basically. But I mean, cattle was probably taken at that point. No, cattle was taken now, right? I would presume that Scholar just took cattle because he didn't have a cattle. Why didn't he just take a cattle instead? That's weird.
Yep. Yeah, I think it's so Heidi was. I guess it was appealing. I guess we get a wood from Heidi building 1 fence. We're taking a vegetable here, and then reno joinery.
Yeah. How is megashark feeding? I mean, this is so stupid. He's feeding. He has to take some food now, or is he feeding?
This is.
Why aren't he taking clay oven? That makes no sense now.
I don't think it's not good play. Oh well, that happens. That happens, unfortunately.
Yeah. really seems really weird now if he actually ends up taking day labor. I don't see how he feeds here. Maybe layabouts.
Maybe just
I
eat
don't
a
know.
raw. So you
But
eat a
of course
reed,
layabout. Yeah.
you eat a
That's
reed, a
4 food.
sheep, and then eat a raw grain, I guess.
Oh, he has Dove Hunter. I totally forgot that one. He has 5 food with Dove Hunter. He has 8 with Reed, and he can eat 2 grain for 1 point. Okay, that's not horrible.
Yeah.
I thought actually he would take day labor and eat maybe more crops. That's actually and now he's admitting it. That was a mistake.
Oh well. That happens.
And we will jump to Renault joinery. And how much will we gain by the joinery? You know what would be the coolest thing here? To have Renault and then play something like the WM card that lets you place an occupation, then Hedge Master. That would be the coolest play ever. But we don't have it, and we can't actually, because we don't have the list of occupations. But that would actually be quite cool.
I think you have to be pretty sensitive to take this as insulting, Lumen.
Yeah, Lumen.
We're not attacking the person. We're attacking the move.
Definitely. Who are you referring to as the players, Lumen? Are you referring to Heidi and Megashark? Because I know them personally and play personally with them for like the five last years, and when we talk Agricola, we always talk in terms like this, and maybe that's uncommon for other people, but we certainly do it.
All right, so Trowel Renault.
Because but now he played. Why did he play Sycophant?
For 1 wood, it's 1 point. He was left with just 1 point.
1 wood for, I don't see what the point is for, but
it's he doesn't have to eat a grain that way. So he had bookmarks, so it was just 1 food.
Okay.
So joinery here, and no bonus points. Eating the boar cattle, we can't get any more points out of animals. So
yeah, and
I feel like I've had a bunch of games in a row where the end of the game has just been ruined by.
And I want to be clarified. Yeah, I want to clarify our us attacking Megashark. He basically did Renault fence, and now he's saying that he was struggling for the last food. And why not just take clay and build clay out? That's was my opinion. And also, if he has 1 action left and we have 1 action left, of course, 100% of the time he should Renault fence. But that was his 2nd action of the round. That was a little bit early to block someone. I feel. Okay, so that was basically not our best game. 39 for Scholar. Can he win with that score? I think
No,
Megashark is ahead of him.
Megashark ended up winning. Yep.
Yeah, good for him. Very good for him with that early stuff, and then getting into the family growth queue. Very nice play. We called out, oh, this was overkill with the food, and then he put Peace Worker down and got 2nd family growth. So yeah, nice game by him.
Mm-hmm.
And I believe Heidi is way in front of us as well. That we get 4th.
Yep. Oh yeah, Heidi's at like 38. It looks like
38. Yeah. So yeah, bad game from us. I mean, to play Axe and then to not to get to build 2 rooms and other players building 2 rooms ahead of us. Yeah, that's a little bit of a shame that we couldn't get family growth round 5.
I mean,
Always.
I guess I didn't think that megashark was going to win from blocking us. I didn't think that it was going to work that directly because it was literally
Yeah.
just megashark gives up a point to secure the win for themselves. I don't know if we how many more
Oh,
points do we score if we get on
oh,
fencing?
I think we end up fourth anyway. I think he basically blocked the person in fourth from becoming even more in fourth. I think Heidi beats us either way
Well, what
because
if we got but if we fence we get more points, right?
yeah, but the
One, two, three,
joinery
four,
is
five.
5 points in itself. But I guess of course
But we
we
score
could use
six extra points plus another 3. So Renault versus Joinery, we score an extra 4 points. Because Joinery's worth 5 points. The
not 5. Yeah.
so
Yeah,
we
5
get an
points.
extra we get an extra 4 points if we fence.
Yeah.
And then we also breed 2 more animals. So that's an extra 6 points. So worst case scenario, we jump up to second. And we also would have an extra move where we don't have to take stone. So if that move is worth 2 points, we go into second. So
Yeah.
it looks like we were not going to beat Megawalk either way.
Yeah.
It looks like we were going to beat Megawalk, lose to Megawalk either way. But what Megawalk did was take us.
Mega Shark, you mean?
Megashark, yeah. Megashark
Yeah.
took us from second down to fourth with that move.
Yeah. Oh, he did. Okay.
So instead of scoring like 41, 42, we end up scoring, and Megashark could have scored 45, we end up scoring 32.
Yeah, and he had a very full farm and a very full game in round 14 with all the crops and animals, and so maybe it actually was the right play by him.
I mean, is it like if he's gonna win either way? I guess we were gonna be closest to him in terms of total points, but there's
Yeah.
so I guess blocking the person in second makes you that much more likely to win, but it's like we were never gonna touch Mega Shark, so
But I can't really see us hitting 40 points with a Renault action. I just and we take away the joiner and we hit 40. I can't really get that math to work. But
well,
of course,
so you take away, so we would fence 13. So I can show you.
so that's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 points. That's 8 more points, right? 3 pastures, that's 5 points, and 2 animals, that's 7 points. No. So 5, 6, 7.
And then
with
let's say
unused-
we get a grain
It's 9
instead of
I'm
the
getting
2
9
stone.
points. Yeah. Okay, you're gonna do it. Yeah, I'll just let you.
So we score 41, which would
Oh,
have
we
been
did.
enough for second.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, so basically Mega Shark would have won either way, and then he didn't king make. I guess he queen made us, going down from the queen spot, the second place, to the fourth spot.
Yeah.
And in a tournament sense, I guess that also makes sense because we are top 2 in the tournament before this round. So,
But if it doesn't let him overtake us, right? So okay, if we're gonna talk about that metagame consideration, then he should be attacking the players who he's most close with in terms of the rankings.
Yeah,
If buffing up Heidi or Scholar, he improved each of their position by 1 point, by 1 space.
Yeah.
So if he is still going to end up behind us, then that's bad. If Heidi and Scholar are closer in competition, then that seems like a bad play to think about that metagame line.
Yeah. And also, a guy is pointing out in the draft, no, in your Twitch chat that he should think of Scholar as the one with the most points. And I mean, you have to have a very trained eye or go in and really do the math if you're gonna see that Scholar is not us versus Scholar. I think.
Yeah, I guess
it really looks like Scholar.
I guess Megashark has a couple more improvement points over Scholar. Not really, though. It's really just the Basket Maker's Workshop versus the Stone Oven. Like, yeah, I'm surprised. I definitely thought Scholar was doing better than he ended up doing.
Can you look under his flames, Mega Shark? Does he have a stable there?
Yeah, he does.
Yep.
Yeah.
Just sometimes people forget to put stables when they do like that. If you put a more tile, that counts in a normal Agricola game as used?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
And now, and to be fair, now if we don't hit, say we don't hit a 2-point grain action, maybe there's a 1-point action out there, which I'm not really sure what that would be. What would a 1-point move have been for us? So wasn't available. Was vegetable available? No, we took vegetable.
Oh.
Yeah, maybe we only do 39 in most cases if we don't get the grain action.
I wonder what would have happened then if we ran what is it, second action and then fish third.
Yeah.
That was probably the sequence that we should have done, but yeah, I'm really, I have a hard time seeing our comments as being insulting here. If they come, I'm going to ask Jonas, who is actually a friend of mine, if he has taken them this way. Maybe this has something to do with.
Yeah, but we weren't winning. Lohman's lyric. When someone does that action, that takes away 8 points from us, and it takes us from second down to fourth. I think it's reasonable to question whether that's a good move or not.
Yeah.
I honestly thought megashark was king-making Scholar. I didn't think megashark was that far ahead of Scholar. I thought that megashark was taking us from second. I thought we were close with Scholar, and that it was taking us out of the running. Now megashark ended up winning, so it makes a lot of sense. I mean, I didn't think we were winning outright. I thought we were close with Scholar. I thought even if we're second, if we're Scholar's #1 competition for what I thought the game state was that Scholar and us were tight for first. Okay, so if we're tight for first, then megashark's action takes us away from being close to the first player, and then we go down to fourth. And I think that's king making. Ensuring that second is not close to the first player is king making.
Yeah. Okay, I see your point now, Lowman. Without after the game comment.
I wasn't being sarcastic, Lowman. I was 100% serious. I was 100% serious saying I don't think those are your best moves.
Yeah, definitely.
So I am dubious that these are your best moves. That's not a sarcastic comment.
And also, megashark himself said, "Oh, this was actually the wrong sequence for me." He realized that afterwards when he saw he was low on food, but he won the game, and I guess very good play by him either way.
I was being 100% serious. I said, doesn't seem like a better action than 4 clay into clay oven. Not being sarcastic at all. I'm being 100% genuine with all of these comments. And if you think I'm being insulting,
maybe he's referring to me.
I don't know. It's insulting if the person is taking criticism of their action as criticism of the person. And okay, if that's the case, then we can't talk about moves at all. And I think that's not a reasonable position. There are some people who we play with that I can't make comments about their moves. There are those people absolutely exist. Those people absolutely exist. There are players on the site whom, if you make any comment about their move, they're liable to fly off the handle and quit or whatever, right? And so there are those players that exist. I assume people are not like that until I find that is not the case. So I don't think it was unreasonable.
Has the game been registered?
I have no idea.
It says get score.
Yeah, megashark did report.
Okay, that's good, because there's another guy who organizes the tournament we're in. He's gonna go in and then he's gonna
pull the score into
out. Yeah, and then I have this other game going still with megashark, by the way, on the Boitoshe. So I'm playing him and I'm playing a couple of others, and then when that is done, then we will know which bracket we are in, and now maybe we will fall down to the second bracket. But I guess that remains to be seen.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's
for
going
the
to be
game.
all for us. Yeah, thanks very much for playing. Let me know how this is going. Yeah. Do you have like yeah, just keep me posted, I guess, on if we're gonna have more games.
Yeah,
And
definitely. I will definitely would like to play with you in the final bracket, and that will be basically we will play against 3 players over 2 games, and it's going to work the same. In this round we got 10-6, 3-1, and in the next round there's going to be like times 1.25, so it's going to be 12.5 and I don't know 7.5 and 4 and 125 or something in the scores, and then after those 2 rounds, then we add up our total tournament scores in all the games, and that's our final tournament score.
okay.
So the next 2 rounds count a little bit more.
Because you're affecting your equity, or you're affecting your position relative to the top players.
Yeah, correct. Because right now if we are in the top 4 bracket, we're gonna play. Let's say we're 4th, then we're gonna play the 3rd, 2nd, and 1st
Right.
over 2 games, and instead of getting 10 and 6 points for 1st and 2nd, we're gonna get 12.5 and I believe 7.5.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah.
Well,
Okay.
I'll talk to you soon, Donba, and everyone else. Thank you very much for watching. Hope you guys have enjoyed this little video. I'm gonna be back. I'll stream tomorrow. Yeah, I'm done for today. So I'll stream again tomorrow, similar time today, and we'll see you then. Bye.
So I will let you know when the next games are.